Hello Mila, hello Jack, hello everybody else who's watching. Welcome to Storytime with Grandad. Today's book is from Bob the Builder and it's Benny and the Important Job. Early one morning, Benny the little digger zoomed into Sunflower Valley. The machines were all still fast asleep in their shelter. "Hey everyone, wake up!" said Benny. Bob came to the door of his caravan. "What's going on?" he yawned. "There's no work for me in Bobsville today, so I've come to help," said Benny. "Okay, team, rise and shine," said Bob. Soon Benny was following Bob and the team to the site. He was very excited. "We're building a special house for the Bentleys today," said Bob, "inside this hill." "Unreal," smiled Benny. "That's just brilliant," giggled Dizzy. "Who would have thought it?" smiled Scoop. Mr. Bentley arrived to help too. "Let's start. What am I doing first?" said Benny excitedly. "We need to mark out the foundations, then Scoop and Muck can start digging," Bob told the machines. "No prob, Bob," said Scoop. "Let's get mucky," added Muck. Benny wondered what his job would be. "When the foundations are ready, Rolly can level the ground," said Bob. "Rock and roll," revved Rolly. "And Dizzy and I will make concrete blocks for the walls," said Bob. "I know the perfect place to make them," said Dizzy. Bob and Dizzy rushed away, leaving Benny behind with Mr. Bentley. Benny wanted to help Scoop and Muck, but Mr. Bentley was worried. "This is really a job for big diggers, Benny," he said. "Little diggers can dig big holes too, you know," said Benny crossly. "Okay, but it must be ready tomorrow," said Mr. Bentley. "Our photographer is coming. Our house is going to be on the cover of a magazine." Benny began to dig, but the ground was so hard that his digger bounced right off. "Everything needs to be ready for tomorrow, remember," said Mr. Bentley. Muck and Scoop had finished digging their holes, so they helped Benny with his. Benny was sad. "That was my big, important job," he sighed. The next morning, Bob and the machines reached the site. Lofty and Wendy bought big glass windows for the Bentley's house. "Well done, Wendy," said Mr. Bentley, "and well done, Lofty, too. The windows are here, the hill's dug. Now to mix a concrete," said Bob. "I'll do it," said Benny. "Ha ha, don't be silly," laughed Dizzy. "How can a digger mix concrete?" "Oh," sighed Benny. He looked sad. There were lots of jobs for the machines to do, but poor Benny was too small or too slow for any of them. Muck and Scoop went to fetch the concrete blocks. Rolly rolled the ground flat. Bob fixed a waterproof sheet to the roof of the new hill house. And Wendy and Lofty fitted the windows. Benny watched them miserably. "Nobody needs a little digger like me. I'll just go back to Bobsville," he cried. But just then, Mrs. Bentley and Scrambler arrived. His trailer was loaded with plants. "Wicked house," smiled Scrambler. "Now, we just need to put these plants in a garden," said Mrs. Bentley. Mr. Bentley gasped. "The photographer from the magazine is coming any minute." "What are we going to do?" cried Mrs. Bentley. "There's so much digging to do." Muck and Scoop wanted to help, but they were too big and heavy to dig the ground. "I'm small enough," said Benny. "It can be my big important job." "Come on then, Benny. Let's get planting," smiled Mrs. Bentley. Benny had just finished digging when the photographer, David Daly, arrived. "What a gorgeous home," he said. "It's all down to Bob's crew, especially Benny the digger," smiled Mr. Bentley. "Let's have a picture," said David Daly. "Join in, Benny. Now smile, everyone." The biggest smile belonged to Benny the little digger. The end. Goodbye, Mila. Goodbye, Jack. I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.